Take Stock in Children, we believe education is not only for those who can afford it. We believe mentors change kids' lives. We believe the right tools can build your future. We believe our kids are our family. We believe through education we can end poverty. We believe healthy relationships build confidence. We believe a college degree offers opportunities. We believe every kid can be a CEO. Take stock in children. Where you come from never defines you.
welcome. I'm Nancy Stelway, Executive Director of Take Stock in Children. Welcome to the 2024 Johnson Scholars Take Stock in Children Commencement Ceremony. Please remain standing as we welcome Jennifer Nautilus from Park Vista Community High School for the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem, and Lake Worth High School's Air Force Junior ROTC Honor Guard to present the colors.
Present arms.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Hello, I'm Danielle Oldham, the Director of Program Services for Take Stock in Children. Let's give a warm round of applause for the Air Force Junior ROTC Honor Guard and Jennifer Nautilus for their performances. Tonight, we're proud to honor our 101 graduating seniors. Take Stock in Children has a 29-year history of breaking the cycle of poverty by providing mentors and college scholarships to under-resourced students and helping them enter the workforce with confidence. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge some of our special guests we have in the audience and on the stage. Thank you to the Johnson Scholarship Foundation for your continued partnership in making this collaboration possible. Joining us from the Johnson Foundation tonight are Lady Hereford and Tommy Pence. And a special thank you to the Palm Beach County School District members who are here tonight. Superintendent Michael Burke, District 6 School Board member Marcia Andrews, Chief of Equity and Wellness Keith Oswald, Chief Officer of Strategic Communications and Engagement Sean Cooley, and also joining us from the district are Dr. Eva Swinar, Tara Baruch, Sandra Milligan. And we'd also like to thank our Take Stock in Children board members that are joining us tonight, Evan Belinsky, Marcia Andrews, Keith Oswald, and Dr. Kevin Allen. And to our state legislators, thank you for your ongoing support of Take Stock in Children at the statewide level. Now, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our donors whose support truly makes tonight possible for our students, and especially those that have seniors here tonight. Admirals Cove Foundation, Ballin Isles Charity, Champa Toolsley, Church of Bethesda by the Sea, Florida Crystals Corporation, Frederick A. DeLuca Foundation, Gil Cohen, Ibis Charities, Jim Moran Foundation, Loxahatchee Club Foundation, Mary Alice Fortin Foundation, the Marisol Foundation, Next Era Energy Foundation, PBC Sheriff's Office, Walter and Adie Bloom Foundation. Your generous contributions make this possible for our students to realize their college dreams and set out on a path for success. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Bolade George with the Johnson Scholars Program with the School District of Palm Beach County. I'm very excited to be here to celebrate another successful year with Take Stock in Children and Johnson Scholars. With the Johnson Scholarship Foundation as a mutual donor, this collaboration has continued the foundation's goal of providing students throughout the school district with college readiness, scholarship opportunities, Since 2008, this program has not only prepared students for their post-secondary goals, we've also provided them with the support system beyond high school. From college readiness to caring mentors, educational scholarships, and a hope for a better future, this program embodies a true team effort. I'd like to thank our Literacy AmeriCorps college coaches for serving as college readiness coaches. They've guided our students during this senior year, as well as our school coordinators here in the front row, and the entire Take Stock in Children Johnson Scholar staff. AmeriCorps and school coordinators, please stand so that we can recognize you for the hard work that you've put in for our students. Now I'd like to ask a very special guest to share a few words as the superintendent of an A-rated school district of Palm Beach County. Mr. Michael Burke is passionate about ensuring academic excellence and paving the way to post-secondary success for the district's more than 170,000 students who attend 180 district-operated schools. He is deeply committed to the school board's mission to educate, affirm, and inspire each student in an equity-embedded school system. As superintendent of the 10th largest district in the nation, Mr. Burke is proud to lead a team of more than 23,000 professionals who dedicate their lives to empowering our students. Please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Mr. Michael Burke.
Thank you, Mr. George. Congratulations, class of 2024. I hope you like this venue, because you are the only seniors in Palm Beach County that will have the honor of attending 2 graduation ceremonies tonight. Of course, one for Take Stock Johnson Scholars, and then also for your home school. And I want you to think of this event as your red carpet ceremony. You know, all the big awards, the Grammys, the Oscars, they have a red carpet ceremony. It's actually my wife's favorite part of the show to watch. And so we've rolled out the red carpet tonight, and you're going to get to stroll down the aisle for the first time, and then we'll do it again very soon. Tonight is also unique because this is the only graduation where I can guarantee that every student is going to college. That's pretty incredible. That's worth a round of applause, I think. I had the pleasure of attending it seems like, I'll say a couple weeks ago, maybe it was 1 week ago, the time's moving quick, but I had the chance to attend your College Decision Day event, and it was great. I mean, each one of our scholars announced where they were going to college by donning the hat or cap for their school. And I just want to say all All the Florida universities and colleges were very well represented. You guys are going off to great places, and all of those colleges and universities are very fortunate to land you as their freshmen in the class of 2028. So you're going to make a great college student. You've already proven that you can work hard, make good decisions, and keep it up. You know, college will require that same discipline and dedication that you've become accustomed to. And I would like you to set your goals high and make decisions that will help you reach your goals. All the decisions you make, both big and small, may impact your future and your ability to reach your goals. The other thing I would just remind, I mentioned this the other night at the decision night, but don't be afraid to seek out support or advice, guidance. You've learned the value of having a mentor, right? They can be very useful. Just getting an objective opinion on things or getting someone else's thoughts. I do it all the time in my job as superintendent. And everyone can benefit from a good coach or mentor. I'm lucky that one of my coaches is the Take Stock Johnson Scholars Mentor of the Year, Mrs. Marcia Andrews, who's my boss and school board member. Thanks. I get great advice. And she went on, she won the Take Stock Mentor of the Year at our earlier event. And then shortly after, she was honored again by the Palm Beach County United Way with the Nettie Finkel Award for Outstanding Volunteerism. So great job, Mrs. Andrews. I'm not going to preach too much to you guys tonight. I think you understand that worthwhile goals do not come easy, but your hard work, dedication, and perseverance will always pay off. On behalf of the entire school board and school district, thank you to Take Stock in Children. I want to thank all of the mentors, board members, and staff. You made an investment in these students' lives, and I have no doubt it will continue to benefit them and enrich you as well. And graduates, we celebrate you. I tell all of our community that Palm Beach schools are your best choice. And tonight, you all embody what is shows the best work our schools can do. And you took on high school while competing in the Take Stock program, got accepted into college. That's amazing. We are also very proud of you. So congratulations, Take Stock class of 2024, and I will see you again up here on this stage soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Burke. We are grateful to have you here, share this special night with all of our seniors. Tonight, we are excited to award $1.2 million in Florida prepaid tuition scholarships. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today to honor the students who were awarded the opportunity to partake in such life-changing programs, and congratulate those who have successfully completed and are now embarking on the next chapter of their lives. We'd like for you to come forward so we could present you with the check. All right, we have now come to the point in our program where we would like to recognize our distinguished seniors. These students reflect ongoing commitment to the Take Stock in Children Johnson Scholars Program and their academic accomplishments.
Our first award recognizes the student who has earned the highest GPA. This student exemplifies a commitment to academic excellence. Cassandra Jens earned an astounding 5.37 HPA at Boca Raton High School. She has also been accepted as a Kelly Stroll Emerging Scholar, a full-ride scholarship at Florida Atlantic University. She plans to study business while competing as a collegiate swimmer. Cassandra will receive a $5,000 bonus scholarship payable to her school. Cassandra, please join us on the stage. Superintendent Burke is here to present your award and a new laptop.
Our next winner is being honored as the student with the best portfolio, having compiled the most impressive portfolio of all of our graduating seniors. Nayeli Perez is graduating from Pahokee Middle High School. She received high ratings on her student resume and personal statement essay. She completed more than 1,000 community service hours while maintaining an above-average GPA. Nayeli will be going to the University of Florida and receive a $5,000 bonus scholarship payable to her school. Nayeli, oh, she's up here. Thank you.
Our next winner is being recognized as our most outstanding senior. Jerome Robinson is graduating from the IB program at Pahokee Middle High School. He's headed to FAMU and is a recipient of the prestigious Gates Scholarship from the Gates Foundation. He plans to get his bachelor's in computer science, then go to get his master's in cybersecurity. Jermaine will receive a $5,000 bonus scholarship payable to his school. Jermaine, please join us on the stage. The district's Chief of Equity and Wellness and Take Stock Board member, Keith Oswald, will present you with your award and a new laptop.
Our next award of the evening, Most Improved Student, recognizes a student who has shown remarkable improvement during her time as a Take Stock Johnson Scholar. Fiorella Angeles of Boca Raton Community High School has worked hard to overcome various challenges and has completed the school year earning all A's and B's. She plans to attend Palm Beach State. Fiorella will receive a $5,000 bonus scholarship paid to her school. Fiorella, please join us on stage. Lady Hereford from the Johnson Scholarship Foundation is here to present you with your award and new laptop.
This is our third year of giving scholarship in memory of a very special mentor. Shelly Heimowitz passed away 3 years ago. She was a Take Stock mentor for almost 10 years. Mentoring 10 students, Shelly's passion was always to make sure mentees become the best they could be and nothing less. Rosa Diaz from Lake Worth Community High School is being presented with the Shelly Heimowitz Dorm Scholarship, which will cover her housing for her first year at Florida Atlantic University. Rosa, please join us on stage. Marilyn Schiavo is here to present you with a special award in honor of her mother-in-law. Congratulations.
The following 3 awards are presented to students who will receive a scholarship upgrade to a four-year university scholarship. Amid Stone Plaisir has proven to be a dedicated student at Dreyfus School of the Arts, and tonight he is being honored with the Marshall E. Rinker Senior 4-year university scholarship. Mr. Rinker chose to use his resources to make a difference in the lives of others, supporting primarily education. Take Stock Board member Evan Polinsky is here to present you with the special award. Now I'd like to announce another 4-year university scholarship upgrade. The Academic STEAM Scholarship is being awarded to Tracy Ann Wiggin. She is from Pahokee Middle High School. She will earn her IB diploma and is headed to FAMU in the fall to study health science. Tracy Ann, please join us. Dr. Kevin Allen from FAU is here to present you with this special award. Now to our final four-year university scholarship upgrade. The Bocce Scholarship Award tonight is being given in honor of Daniel Bocce, who earned his law degree from the University of Florida. He was an avid Gator fan. Congratulations to Elaine Bateau, who is going to the University of Florida to study computer science. Elaine, can you please join us?
Can we get one more hand of applause for our seniors, our outstanding seniors? Now to our keynote speaker, a man who has been right where you are, overcoming the odds of not only graduating high school, but rise above homelessness to achieve a doctoral degree and a successful career. Dr. Kevin Allen Jr. is the Director of the Development for the Kelly Stroll Emerging Scholars Program at Florida Atlantic University and is also a Take Stock in Children board member. Let's give a warm welcome for Mr. Kevin Allen. Dr. Kevin Allen.
All right, congratulations, class of 2024. It is my absolute honor and distinct pleasure to stand before you and to serve as a part of this great organization as a board member and doing great work of not only breaking the generational curse of poverty, but also making sure that we're providing an equal playing field for everyone to have an equitable opportunity to a quality education. With that, graduates, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to stand for me, please. Come on and stand. And all of your colorful robes, look at you. All right? And I want you to do me a favor. I want you to turn and I want you to look at your parents and guardians. And I want you to look at your village. I want you to look at, but you got folks in the back. I see them waving. I got family in the back. These are the individuals who have been consistent in your life. These are the individuals that have held you down from middle school to high school to elementary school, field trips, working late to make sure you can go to grad night, prom, and all of these types of things, and doing everything they could to make sure that you got here. Next to you is your mentor who came and visited you and that was consistent. And there was a whole group of individuals that have poured resources into you. So on the count of three, I want you to blow the roof off this place in showing your appreciation and gratitude to your village. 1, 2, 3. Come on and celebrate them. Moms, dads, parents, graduates, you may be seated. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, mentors. Thank you for all that you've done. As a father of a 1-year-old and 5-year-old and one on the way, I understand why at all of my graduations, my mother took every last one of my degrees. And so it is with that level of investment and consistency that we celebrate you on tonight. Tonight, one of the things that I want to talk about in my time with you this evening is about the challenge of being first. And one of the biggest challenges about being first is the unknown. The ambiguity and the uncertainty in moving into something that is beyond your understanding. You don't have a point of reference for it. And for most of us, we don't have anyone in our immediate circle or context that can provide any idea of the next stage that we're getting ready to step into. And so most of the time, as a first-generation student or first-generation scholar, anxiety, nervousness, fear are all emotions that fill us up before our journey even begins, because we are staring into the abyss of unexpectancy. And what I want to do tonight is I want to talk to you about what I call the first-gen success cycle. And I'm going to give you 5 P's that you are going to be able to use 6 to 7 months from now as you begin to move, and whether that's you going to college, whether you're going to trade school, some of you are going into the military, but whatever new opportunity you're going to be going to, this cycle will help you do 2 things. 1, realize the emotions that you are going to begin to feel as you begin to move into this new endeavor. And number 2, it's going to help you understand and give you tips of how to embrace those emotions and harness them to move you forward toward your dreams and your goals. So with that being said, I want you to take out your cell phones. Come on, I know you got them. I know people have told you to put them away, but I want you to take them out. On the one end, it helps me make sure that you're not on TikTok or Instagram while I'm talking. But number 2, I want you to take out your phone, and I want you to start a new text message. Start a new text message in your phone. And in the recipient area, I want you to put your phone number. You're going to text yourself. And I also want you to put the phone number of your parent and guardian. So that way I know when you send the text, mom and dad going to ask you what a text message is once I'm done. So with that being said, we're going to start off with the first P, and the first P of that is praise. One of the things that is so astonishing about being a first-generation graduate is the recognition and the spotlight that you get for being first. You get celebrated. Just a few weeks ago, we celebrated College Decision Day. And everybody surrounds you and celebrating you on your new opportunity. I'll never forget when I got accepted into my first 2 schools, Howard University and Florida State University. Howard was too far and too expensive for me to go, so I settled on to Florida State University because it was the farthest away that I could get from Miami, Florida. Once I got to Florida State, I have the type of family that once one person gets something, everybody in the family takes part of it. So in my family, if anybody gets a new car, I got to take the car to my auntie's house. I got to take the car to my mama. My mama got to test drive the car. Everybody feels a part of the opportunity and the achievement. And it was no different from when I got accepted into college. I was being recognized for being the first, and people were calling me a trendsetter and breaking generational curses and all of these new things that I had no idea of what it meant. And as I was being celebrated also for being the one to now we have in my family, we can celebrate people going to college instead of coming home from prison. So I was shifting all of the types of trends and all of the expectations that was happening in my family. And then sooner or later, I began to realize that I am first. And that praise began to shift to the second P, which is pressure. Because I began to realize the pressure of the responsibility that I had of now cousins and nephews now looking at me for both inspiration and also aspiration of a role model to aspire to. And while it was exciting to have the opportunity to be the first to graduate in my family, I was also looking at the possibility of the first to drop out in my family as well. And on my way to Tallahassee, on my way to Florida State, I carry with me excitement and anxiety. I carry with me fear and anxiousness at the same time, carrying the pressure of being first and wondering in my mind if I could actually do this. Once I got to Florida State that summer, I got accepted into the CARE program. I did absolutely well. I got a 3.7 GPA. I took math. I took English. And by the time I came home that summer, I told my mom, I said, Mom, you know what? I think I could do this. I think I'm going to go ahead and graduate from college. I think I'm going to go to medical school, become a doctor, make a whole lot of money, and buy you a big house. And that became my story. I was going to go to college, go to medical school, become a doctor, make a whole lot of money, and buy my mama a big house. And then the fall came. And when the fall semester came, The first thing that I didn't realize in the fall was that it got cold in Tallahassee. Nobody told me that the weather dropped below 30 degrees, and if anybody's from Miami, if it's 75, we putting on a jacket. Not only was it cold in Tallahassee, ice began to get on all the windows, and ice began to fall out of the sky. Not only was it cold, I had lived 1.5 miles away from campus because we forgot the housing deadline, so I didn't live on campus. I had to walk to campus. At that particular time in Florida State, there were 40,000 students on campus. At that time, less than 3% identified as minorities. So I was walking into class with over hundreds of students with nobody that looked like me. And on top of all of that, I was taking college algebra at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, because of the weather, I had the choice to either walk to class in the cold or stay in my room where it was warm. Well, I decided to stay in my room where it was warm, and I got an email from my professor. She said, "Kevin, are you still registered for my course?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm just waiting for the weather to warm up, and once the weather warms up, I'll be right there to class." And so she said to me, she says, "Well, either you can attempt to pass my class in the cold, or you can stay in your room in the warm and fail." So I had a hard decision to make, and I decided, well, I guess I'm going to have to fail this class because I'm not walking in that cold with the ice walking. Needless to say, my first semester at Florida State, I got a 1.8 GPA. But that was fine. I went to my academic advisor. I said, "Listen, I still have over a 3.0. What other majors can I major in to still be a doctor? Because the goal is I got to go to medical school, I got to become a doctor, I got to make a whole lot of money, and I got to buy my mama a big house." So she said, "Well, Kevin, you can go ahead and you can major in exercise science." So I switched from bio pre-med, went to exercise science. I couldn't pass anatomy and physiology. I switched over again to dietetics, and by the time I got to the fall semester of my sophomore year, 4 semesters into my college experience, my GPA dropped from a 3.7 to a 2.8. I lost all of my Bright Future scholarships. I lost the majority of all of my external scholarships. I was sitting in front of an academic advisor that told me that, "Kevin, you need to change your major because medical school is not going to happen." And I began to see the dream of me going to medical school and becoming a doctor and making a whole lot of money and buying my mama a big house slip slowly from my grasp. I found myself sitting in front of a financial aid advisor talking to me about unsubsidized loans and subsidized loans. And then she talked about a Parent Plus loan where my mother would have to sign on some documents in order for me to pay for my housing. And I said, "Well, wait a minute, hold up. Did you say parent?" She says, "Yes, parent." I said, "As in I got to tell my mama what's going on?" Because up until this point, all my mama knew was that I was going to college, I was going to go to medical school, I was going to become a doctor and make a whole lot of money and buy her a big house. And when she told me that I had to let my mama know, the first thought that came to my mind was, will she whoop me at 18? And all of a sudden, the tears begin to flow. Because at that particular time, reality hit. And everything that I had dreamed and everything that I had envisioned about Florida State being began to fall before my eyes. And as I sat there and tears were beginning to flow, the advisor looked at me and she said, "Kevin, why are you crying?" I said, "Well, because I can't do this." I said, "Here I am. Everybody done celebrated me. We done had these parties. I have all these scholarships, and it's all gone." I said, "I can't depend on my mom to take no loan out from me. I have my siblings that I have to think about." I said, "I have to go back home. This is not for me. I got to drop out. I can't do this." And she told me, she said, "Kevin," she says, "you're talking yourself out of your own future." She says that you need to look up and realize that you're still here. And as long as you can still register, and as long as you can still take classes, there's still an opportunity for you to pass these classes. That brings me to the third P, which is perception. So after the praise and after the pressure, there was then my perception. And I was so caught up in my own head. I had convinced myself that I was a failure. I had convinced myself that I was not worthy. I had convinced myself of imposter syndrome, that I didn't belong at Florida State. And I was talking my own self out of my future. And it wasn't until I let somebody in and got out of my own head and had them shift and change my perspective that I was able to shift away from fear and faith and use the emotions of anxiety and use the emotions of nervousness as an empowerment to continue to move me forward. But that wouldn't have happened had I not let someone in. And for 2 hours we sat, and she talked to me, and she encouraged me, and she helped me develop a plan. And so I walked out of her office full of hope. I walked out of her office full of encouragement, but I still had to make that phone call to my mama. And so I picked up the phone, and I began to dial, and I put the phone down. A couple of weeks went by, and finally I got the courage to call her. And when I called her, I said, "Ma," I said, "I don't think that I'm going to be a doctor." And when I told her that, tears began to flow because I was disappointing the person that I was doing all of this for. And I just began to tell her everything. I began to tell her everything I was experiencing, everything that I was going through. I told her, "Mom, I'm sorry that, I couldn't, be that doctor and go to medical school and buy you that big house." And she looked at me and she said, "You think this is about you getting me anything?" She said, "The fact that you were able to go to college and the fact that you were able to graduate and be where you are and do what I never was able to do is enough for me." And she says, "The only thing I want you to do is finish what you started." And I took away from my mother the opportunity to respond because I thought in my own head what she would say. And if I had not had the strength to go to her, she encouraged me, she poured into me. And so we started talking about majors and we started talking about minors. And I said, "Well, Ma, I think I want to major in this. And I think I want to do this minor." She said, "No, you're not going to minor in nothing. I want you to go in there and get the biggest degree that you can." And so there I was. And my mother, after that conversation, helped me redefine and find the fourth thing, which is purpose. As I begin to walk away and begin to look above medical school and look above biology, I begin to find a new sense of purpose. I begin to investigate other degrees and other majors that would then apply to me. And as I begin to find a new sense of purpose, I begin to find a new version of myself. From there, I would graduate from Florida State University with a double major in English and religion. I would go on to FAU and get a master's degree and also a PhD fully paid for on behalf of the institution. And I was able to do that. And what I realized is that with each new opportunity of being first, this cycle continued, where I would be praised for being first and being praised for having this opportunity. But all of a sudden, the pressure then of the responsibility would weigh on me, and I had to shift my perspective and choose either the paralysis of fear and let the opportunity go, or stand in the measure and posture of faith and continue to move forward despite how I was feeling. And as I continued to move forward, I found a new sense of purpose. I found a renewed sense of strength and a new version of myself. And all of this entire process is drawn together by the final P, which is persistence. People think that growth is captivated in an occurrence. Growth is captivated in graduating with a degree. Growth is captivated in simply you being able to put one foot in front of the other and to continue towards your goal, not based upon how you feel, but based upon what you know. And this graduation is proof to you that you have the ability to not only start something, but finish something. And now that you have this as a Take Stock graduate as proof, you take that knowing and you continue to move forward despite the times where you are going to feel inadequate. In this room, you are surrounded around advisors. You are surrounded around parents. You're sitting next to a mentor that at any moment's notice you can pick up the phone or send a text message, and they'll be able to pour words of wisdom and advice into you. And you have to move forward based upon that knowledge, even despite fears of times when you are going to feel lonely. You have proven, some of you, that you have taken ACE classes and AP exams and honors courses, and you have gotten GPAs that are off the Richter scale to prove that you have the scholastic aptitude to compete with the best of them. And you have to move forward with that knowledge, knowing, despite feelings of times where you will feel inferiority among your peers. And that is when you grow, when you can move forward based upon what you know, to despite how you feel. The most dangerous thing you can do, graduates, is allow the temporary emotions of where you are to cause you to make permanent decisions based upon where you're going. I'm going to say it again. The most dangerous thing you can do is to allow the temporary emotions of where you are to cause you to make permanent decisions regarding where you are going. And so the praise, the pressure, the perception, and the purpose that you are going to go through as a first-time graduate, because this will not be your first. This is the first of many firsts that you will have. And you will have to navigate those emotions. And the way you navigate those emotions is to continue to move forward, because that's where you grow. That's where you change. You grow as you go. Now, I have a gift for you all. I would like all of the parents, guardians, board members in the room, everybody that's not a graduate, if you're able, I want you to please stand for me. Everybody that's not a graduate. Now, graduates, I want you to send your text message to yourself. And then I want you to go ahead and get your camera out. And I want you to put your camera on record. I want you to put your camera on record. And what we're getting ready to do is we are getting ready to speak affirmations over your life. And I want you to record these affirmations, because these affirmations are not for now, but these affirmations are for 6 months from now. These affirmations are for 8 months from now. When you're feeling depressed and when you're feeling defeated, you'll be able to pull on this recording and use it as a sense of encouragement. Does everybody have their camera? Graduates, you ready? All right, hold your cameras up. Let me see. See the light. There we go. All right. All right, everybody, I want you to repeat after me. You ready? You ready? All right, here we go. You are worth it. You are worth it. You are successful. You are successful. You can make it. You can make it. You will succeed. You will succeed. Now I want all cameras pointing at me. Point at me. Point at me. Give them a good side. Let me see your camera. Hey, kid. I know you're feeling down. I know you're feeling scared. I know you're feeling by yourself. But I want you to know that you have the tenacity, you have the grit, you have the determination to be exactly where you are. I want you to hold your head up. I want you to walk around with pride, because you belong right where you are. And there is a community of people that are behind you that are supporting you the whole way, because I don't ever want you to forget that you are a Take Stock in Children Johnson Scholar. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Allen, for your words of inspiration. Let's give him another round of applause. Thank you. now to our mentors that are present. Thank you for your wonderful job that you do and the countless hours you put in each day in support of our students. Over this past year, our 470 mentors have given more than 5,500 hours of their time in more than 13,000 mentor sessions. It is truly because of you that this is possible. We couldn't do it without you and the important work that you do. You are truly the heart of our program. Would all of our mentors please stand now so you can be recognized? Thank you. Thank you. All right, now it is with great honor that we present our graduating class of 2024. Each student has successfully and fulfilled the program requirements. That's maintaining good grades, meeting with their mentor and their college readiness coaches, and remaining crime-free and drug-free. Mentors, I hope you can enjoy this special moment in acknowledgement of your long-term commitment to your mentees. We invite you to walk across the stage with your student.
Jennifer Nadalis, Park Vista Community High School, sponsored by Frederick DeLuca. Cassandra Gintz, Boca Raton High School, sponsored by PBSO. Jermaine Robinson, Pahokee Middle High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals, Jim Moraine, and Frederick DeLuca Foundation. Fiorella Angeles, Boca Raton High School. Nayeli Perez, Pahokee Middle High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals, Jim Moraine, and Frederick DeLuca Foundation. Amiston Plaisir, Alexander Dreyfus School of the Arts, sponsored by Gil Cohen. Philip Morales, Alexander Dreyfus School of the Arts, sponsored by Gil Cohen. Tracy Ann Wigan, Pahokee Middle High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals, Jim Moran, and Frederick DeLuca Foundation. Hélène Buteau, Atlantic Community High School, sponsored by NextEra. Rosa Diaz, Lake Worth Community High School. Wilman Adamsi, Lake Worth Community High School, sponsored by Frederick DeLuca. Whitney Pierre Louis, Lake Worth Community High School, sponsored by Murray Alice Fortin Foundation. Brandy Alvarado Ramos, Royal Palm Beach High School. Wayana Arroyo, Boca Raton High School. Liera Aviuzu, Santa Lucia's High School, sponsored by Walter and Addie Bloom Foundation. Mary Jane Bard, William T. Dwyer, sponsored by North Palm Beach Expansion Project. Francisco Basilio Miguel, Lake Worth Community High School. Kenaya Black, Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, sponsored by Walter and Addie Bloom Foundation. Demary Blackman, Everglade Preparatory Academy, sponsored by Florida Crystals. Tiare Bosse, Lake Worth Community High School, sponsored by Chempa Tulsi. Manoa Calixte, Atlantic Community High School. Edgar Campos, Lake Worth Community High School. Pamela Miguel Pascual, Lake Worth Community High School. Clyde Sermius, Suncoast Community High School. Laurie Sermius, Suncoast Community High School. Emily Chavez, Forest Hill Community High School, sponsored by Church of Bethesda by the Sea. Sabrina Cohen, Jupiter High School, sponsored by Laxachi Club Foundation. David Cosio Arengo, John I. Leonard High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca. Egesia Crawford, Pahokee Middle High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals, Jim Moran, and Frederick De Luca Foundation. Welenska Darelier, Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, sponsored by Boca West Foundation. Wani Gilbert, Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, sponsored by Mirasol Foundation. Carla Diaz Miranda, Forest Hill High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca. Jennifer Diaz, Forest Hill Community High School, sponsored by PBSO. Stephanie Escalante, Santa Lucia's Community High School, sponsored by James and Barbara Summers Foundation. Juliana Escalante, Lake Worth Community High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca. Stephanie Escalante Ortiz, Lake Worth Community High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca. Enrique Espinosa, Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, sponsored by PBSO. Nélon Exilom, Lake Worth Community High School. Marvin Fevry, John I. Leonard High School, sponsored by Frederick DeLuca. Talon Ferguson, Royal Palm Beach High School, sponsored by Frederick DeLuca. Iris Franco, Glade Central Community High School, sponsored by Frederick DeLuca and Florida Crystals. Alexandra Ocampo, Glade Central Community High Schools, sponsored by Frederick DeLuca and Florida Crystals. Liliana Garcia, Glade Central Community High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals, Jim Moran, and Frederick DeLuca Foundation. Belinda Garcia Soto, Forest Hill High School. Christopher Gibson, Palm Beach Gardens Community High School, sponsored by North Palm Beach Expansion Project. Adam Gilbert, Palm Beach Lakes Community High School. Daniela Hiraldo, John I. Leonard High School, sponsored by PBSO. Mariana Hiraldo, John I. Leonard High School, sponsored by PBSO. Abilene Gonzalez Garcia, Lake Worth Community High School. Comeria Henson, Glade Central High School, sponsored by Frederick DeLuca and Florida Crystals. Demetria Henley, Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, sponsored by PBSO. Alex Hernandez Gomez, Pahokee Middle High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals. Elisha Jackson, Palm Beach Gardens Community High School, sponsored by North Palm Beach Expansion Project. Nayama Jean-Baptiste, Palm Beach Gardens Community High School, sponsored by North Palm Beach Expansion Project. Azera Johnson, Pahokee Middle High School, sponsored by PBSO and Frederick DeLuca. Natalia Juarez Guerrero, Santa Lucis High School, sponsored by Frederick DeLuca. Ethnica Julien, Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, sponsored by PBSO. Jaden LaBranche, Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, sponsored by Frederick DeLuca. Juliana Lauriu, Wellington Community High School. Fedno L'Homme Juste, Lake Worth Community High School, sponsored by Church of Bethesda by the Sea. Teshe Scott, Pahokee Middle High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals, Jim Moran, and Frederick DeLuca Foundation. Jada Lovely, Glade Central Community High Angeles Martinez, Glade Central Community High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca and Florida Crystals. Diana Mejia Cruz, John I. Leonard High School, sponsored by Walter and Addie Bloom Foundation. Kelly Mejia Solares, Village Academy. Joss Octave, Santa Lucia's Community High School, sponsored by PBSO. Alejandro Martinez Rodriguez, Santa Lucia's Community High School. Brittany Mikes, FLVS. Amelia Mitchell, Jupiter High School, sponsored by Laxahatchee Club Foundation. DeAndre Myrick, Royal Palm Beach High School. Sabrina Nozier, Jupiter High School, sponsored by Laxahatchee Club Foundation. Jenna Obilas, Royal Palm Beach High School. Yamna Perez Diaz, Lake Worth Community High School, sponsored by PBSO. Brian Pierre, Atlantic Community High School. Maya Pender, Palm Beach Gardens Community High School, sponsored by North Palm Beach Expansion Project. Destiny Poitier, Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca. Vanessa Rios Flores, Santa Lucia's Community High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca. Jeremy Robles, Crossroads Academy Palm Beach, sponsored by Florida Crystals. Tatiana Wonelus, Forest Hill Community High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca. Adam Shabazz, Santa Lucia's Community High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca. Lola Shackliffe, Palm Beach Gardens High School, sponsored by North Palm Beach Expansion Project. Aya Spencer, Glade Central Community High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals and Frederick De Luca. Regina Sylvain, Santa Lucia's Community High School, sponsored by Frederick De Luca. Tenzia Vaughn, Glade Central Community High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals and Frederick De Luca. Isaiah Williams, Wellington Community High School. Beyonce Williams, Pahokee Middle High School, sponsored by Florida Crystals, Jim Moraine, Frederick De Luca Foundation. Last but not least, Deis Rosales, Pahokee Middle High School, sponsored by Florida Crystal, Jim Moraine.
Let's give a warm round of applause for our class of 2024 Take Stock in Children Johnson Scholars. Congratulations, students. 4 years ago, when you entered high school, many of you were unsure of your future. Today, as we celebrate your graduation from high school, each and every one of you is on your path to success. Both the Johnson Scholars Program and Take Stock in Children are very proud of your accomplishments, and we hope you will continue to expand your education, professional development, and success throughout your lifetime by committing to take every opportunity to learn something new. I'd like to close tonight's event by reciting one of my favorite quotes. "Oh, the places you'll go. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy who decide where to go. Oh, the places you'll go." Let's give one more round of applause to our graduates. Before closing out tonight's event, I have a few announcements, seniors. Next, you must attend one of the 2 senior summits, one at Palm Beach State, one at FAU. It is mandatory that you attend in order to receive your scholarship letter. We ask that parents remain seated while students will head to the risers for a group photo. Then students, family members, and guests can proceed to the exit. Unfortunately, our backdrop has failed us this evening, so you'll just have to take photographs in the back. Again, thank you all very much for your support and coming out this evening. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.